Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are going through the Rising event here in Eorzea. We are in Udal right now, about to speak with this little guy. In Adventures We Trust. Doral Tharal is eyeing you eagerly. I say, are you not the able adventurer whose able assistance enabled us to encounter the Litsum Lady Warrior Lightning? That you should present yourself at this precise pass could only be by Nothal's blessing. I am, as you will readily recall, Doral Tharal, renowned reporter for the Mithril Eye, and should you be willing, I'd seek your service for what will surely be a splendid story. Are you aware of the latest object of many a Sultanate citizens' ardent attention? Aye, it is the massive military maneuvers that the Immortal Flames will be conducting right here in our fair city, creatively called the Calamity Retold. The maneuver's main motivation is the aggressive attack upon Eorzea in which the Empire engaged here and the Calamity came to pass. And put in pen to parchment, I desire to delve deeply into the details of those dreadful days. I ask you to accompany me as I go about interviewing involved individuals, that I might promptly prod you of your personal perspective. Suffice it to say, you will be compensated for your kind cooperation. So, adventurer, will you aid me in my ambition? Okay. You have my thorough thanks. Without further ado, let us pray come with me to the Hall of Flames. I have arranged an audience with one of the Order's officers. Oh, man. He seems to be adding extra adjectives there. Just get to the point, buddy. Don't prolong your sentences. And here he is. You have anything else to say? This is the officer with whom we will have words. Yeah, I could tell. You are the ones from Mithril Eye? Correct, Commander. This reporter would relish your retelling the facts and features of the forthcoming military maneuvers. I would be glad to speak about the Calamity Retold. I must warn you, though, that there may not be much to offer in ways of financial perspective, though I know your paper favors. Now then, let me begin with the objective. By holding the exercises in the city itself, we seek to cultivate awareness within our citizens of the ever-present Garlean threat. Many Udalans believe that they are safe within these walls. Nothing could be further from the truth. In the hours before the calamity, the Imperial Army threatened us as close as Camp Horizon. Direct attack upon the city was very much in the realm of possibility. Thankfully, we were spared such a frightful fate owing to the fortitude of audacious adventurers. You know your history well, my friend. Aye, full many adventurers lent their strength to our cause. While the brass blades and the Sultan sworn held forth in the city, those intrepid souls sailed forth to head up the Garleans. By their valor was an attack on Udal forestalled. We of the Immortal Flames count adventurers among our stoutest allies, and we hope to continue our successful partnerships in the city's defense. To that end, we have invited adventurers the realm over to participate in the exercises. I see. My thanks for taking the time for this talk, Commander. So haven't heard his assessment. What is yours as an active adventurer? Is the Sultan safe with you and your plucky peers protecting it? Udal is safe in our hands. Adventurers alone cannot protect Udal. Let's go with the second one. We know it's true. Pointedly prudent. The adventurer advised against presumption that our preservation is promised. If the Sultanate is to survive a savage strike, each and every one of her citizens must be invariably vigilant. Yes, something in that spirit shall serve. Next we shall seek out one of your fearless fellows, an adventurer who fought in the field of the flats of Cotonou. He awaits our arrival at the Pugilist Guild. Oh! Seems I picked a good time for a visit, Kupo. These exercises sound like fun. I do believe I should take a peek. Maybe even lend a hand, Kupo. Kupo away! Oh, I love Moogles. I really love that they seem to be adding Moogles. in these special events. You're the reporter that wants to know about the Garlean shenanigans leading up to the calamity? Where to begin? Where to begin? Right, so soon after Imperials began appearing near our cities, their commander took to visiting our Aetheryte camps, spouting propaganda and demanding our surrender. Might as you heard about this. Point, of course, was to incite panic, and it worked. Damn the whoresons. A whole bunch of people around me started panicking, saying we should throw down our arms, but as many folk there were as panicked, about the same number got riled up and good, yours truly included. So I gathered my hot-blooded friends, and we went after those Imperials. Oh, we showed them exactly what we thought of surrender, and if the Garleans ever try anything funny again, I'll round up the old crew and teach them a lesson all over again. And that's my tale. I like this guy. Excellent. More material moment from my factual feature. Now then, our next destination is the Thaumaturge Guild, where we ask after the account of another who lived through the calamity. Well, practically everyone in Eorzea lived through the calamity. So I think you meant someone from Cartano. Wonder when we'll see that Moogle again. There he is. Careworn Thaumaturge. I understand you wish to hear about my experience during the calamity. Just as well, whether I will it or no, it all comes flooding back to me this time of year. While the invading Garleans posed a real and present threat, what I remember most vividly was the red moon Dalamud, glowing its bloody hue, growing ever angrier, drawing ever closer. Then the Aetherites turned a sickly color, and void sins manifest in droves. They entered our world, it is believed, through ethereal rifts caused by Dalamud's growing proximity. I shall never forget the terror that washed over me when I first faced them. The mere sight of those twisted beings threatened to suck all my strength away, and I might not be here now were it not for the band of adventurers who hurled themselves into the fray. On numerous occasions and in various places, adventurers took it upon themselves to drive back the void scent. Their bravery and selflessness are an example to us all, and I have nothing but gratitude and respect for them. That's nice. Right, this leaves us with the last meeting, with the bloke of the brass blades. This person should be posted at the gate of the Sultana. So far, not too interesting. I mean, it's interesting, just maybe not as exciting as I was hoping for. Okay, the humble brass blade. Just to get it out of the way, I don't know why you want my account. I didn't do anything noteworthy during the calamity. Doubt I've got anything to offer your article. But I agreed to talk, so I will. As you probably know, some of us brass blades fought at the Battle of Cartano as part of the Immortal Flames outfit. I was there too. And the battlefield, well, it was the seventh hell in Hydaelyn. Death and destruction everywhere you look. Folk were dropping like flies, Eorzean and Garleans alike. Better soldiers, better men and women than me. But somehow I managed to survive. Later on, I learned something. Apparently, some adventurers went and intercepted an Imperial unit in Mordona, a unit that was coming to flank us at Cartano. Luck might have kept me alive as long as it did, but if it weren't for those adventurers, I reckon I would have been another corpse at the flats. I think those adventurers, if only I knew who they were. With that, our questioning comes to a close. Let us return to the Ruby Road Exchange. You know, in my day, when I first played Eorzea, we would have to go to like each and every single one of the city-states when a special event came up, but now we hardly ever seem to leave the city itself. Don't know how I feel about that. So we heard about the calamity from an assortment of angles, but all appear to agree on one aspect. Adventurers played a particularly prominent role. As an active adventurer, what is your view on your predecessor's participation? I'm proud of what adventurers achieved. Adventurers shouldn't fight in wars. ... I'll just go with the first one. I'm proud to be an adventurer. The adventurer inoculated her approval of those daring deeds. In her eyes I catched a glimpse of conviction, the conviction to carry on as stewards as the Sultanate. An ending to that effect. With that I am amply armed to pen a piece that will please the populace. Many thanks for your invaluable input. Now then, if you can manage a meager moment more, I request the pleasure of your presence at one last location. I have heard tell that a minstrel of obscure origin is out strumming songs about the calamity. I would hear him in hopes that it affronts my article an additional angle. The man has supposedly set a stage at the end of the exchange. Should this be of interest to you, feel free to follow me. Oh gee, I wonder who that is. Okay. Right up here. To his usual spot. Wandering minstrel. Well met, my friends. How may this humble minstrel serve you? Just wonder if you remember me. An article for the Mithril Eye, you say? Well honored am I that you should seek me out. Make yourselves comfortable, then, and listen to my song. The tale of nameless heroes who rose to defend the city as the red moon fell. Well, that shouldn't look like the echo. Okay. No one's driving them. That's creepy. Okay, now I'm really confused. Greetings, warrior of light. You needn't be alarmed. Oh, Yoshida! This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Delighted am I to see you again, my friend. Truly, I am blessed to have had the pleasure of your acquaintance for so long. Okay, this is Yoshi P talking to us. Looking back, the days and months have fairly flown by. 5 years have already passed since Eorzea rose anew from its ashes. I think it's been longer than 5 years now. In these 5 years, I have had the honor to know many warriors of light like yourself. Inimitable heroes all, each with countless tales to tell, tales of meeting and of parting, of joy and of sorrow. I often find myself wondering, what do you and yours think of the realm? Since you first set foot upon it, has it become a place that you might call home, to which you ever look forward to returning? Yes, it has. Know that naught gives me and mine greater pride than being able to build this world, and this pride we owe wholly to you, who choose to abide here. A long journey yet lies ahead of us, and nothing would please us more than to continue it with you. Whether the road may lead, none can say for certain, but such is the allure of adventure, is it not? For that we wish to give you our heartfelt thanks. Lovely! Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Ever will we be watching over you in your deeds. Guide the realm onto peace and happiness, warrior of light. Till next we meet. Oh, that was so nice. A stirring song, performed with such a plentiful of passion. Thank you, my most magnificent minstrel. By your vivid verse, my story's success is solidly sealed. Adventurer, here is where we depart in different directions. With the fieldwork finally finished, I shall settle in a seat and put pen to parchment. 'Twas a joy to have you join me on this jaunt. I have a feeling he'd be really, really good at tongue twisters, because that's what it feels like. If you have another moment, my friend, for you I have another song. A song about that which follows the calamity, about that which is yet to come. O hero of rebirth traversing, soar you the azure skies. Upon your breast a crimson crest, shine light down from on high. O hero of rebirth transcending, weave you an azure lie. By your deeds doth crimson bleed, and darkness quench the fire. That doesn't rhyme. But I liked it. Though the world was reborn, rising from the ashes of its destruction, it can never return to how it once was, and so we must walk ever forward, keeping our gaze upon the future, and seeking out new horizons. But once a year, let us allow ourselves to halt those steps. Let us look back upon the past and remember those we have lost, for it is in their memory that gives us the strength to carry on. Oh, that was such a nice story. That really was. And adventurers we trust. And we got the Revolution's music and the wind-up Serena, hungry for divine guidance. Also Buzz. Give me 5, it says. Okay, so we got the music roll, and now wind up Serena. Let's see what it looks like. Probably in the back with all the other wind up little minions that we have. Here it is. Permission for the Rising to promote interest in Exalia culture. This fully operational automaton was designed with a painstaking detail, using the mole youth Serena as a model. She's braver than she looks, says Lise. Oh, she's cute. Full many did we lose to the fires of the calamity. During this period of remembrance, let us pay tribute to those who are no longer with us, that their memory might shine the way to a brighter future. Okay, that was really fun, but I think that we're going to call it a stop there. It's going to be in 2 parts, and apparently I was told that we're going to have like a very special open world dungeon that we can go through, kind of like Eureka. And we'll be able to end up getting like the Mandeville earrings here, which will need some Rising tokens, and you get these tokens from this open world. And we got the White Ravens earrings, as well as some cute little fireworks. But yep, that's going to be it for now. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you soon. Let us celebrate the time that we spent here in Eorzea. and hope that we'll have many more years to come. Bye-bye!